Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Ritter now. That is incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and 5. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 20. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Working from the gun, Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Option play. Here's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
On play action, here's Ritter. A complete to Drake London. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ritter back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run with Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. Down the left sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Love. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And we're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go with Jones. as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Back near his goal line. Here's Ritter. Throw left side. There's London. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's go.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, close deal. Ready?
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. These two teams all tied after one. 7-7.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
He's been open all day. Check smash.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of that.
Going again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, the Packers calling on Daniel Whelan to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and short, Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. To the 43, 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd down at 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And a good first down there by Musgrave, who at pick 42 was the earliest Green Bay had drafted a tight end in over 20 years. With his rare size-speed combo, he was more than worthy of the pick and being a focal point of this offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 26 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 102 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
A second down throw for Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Back to throw. Ritter going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charlie? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Ritter now. Going up top for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. When we clip out the box score, nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They went backwards for the safety last time they had it. Fortunately, they get the ball back on the turnover. And now they'll begin with a 1st and 10. Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter. This is Miller, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. On play action, here's Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
1st down, love to pass. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Here's 3rd and 3. is caught. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Ritter will set up to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. That one deep for London. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. Ritter back to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Robinson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking it.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10. Love now. We'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Falcon football.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Lucas Van Ness in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Steal. Jack route. Jack.
He'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. They'll drop the throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's taken in. Dontavian Wicks. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 44, Falcons 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Let's go.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. A final shot now for Ritter. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Packers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for